Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Alex met Cara Dutton in a different way before Spencer's wife died in 1923. Alexandra Dutton, Julia Schlapfer, met Cara Dutton, Helen Mirren, differently than fans expected in 1923. Spencer Dutton's Brandon Sklinner, wife succumbs to complications from hypothermia at the end of 1923 Season 2, opting to deliver her baby, John, instead of having a life-saving procedure to amputate her necrotic arm and legs. After he wins the family's tactical range war at the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch, killing the rest of Donald Whitfield's Timothy Dalton men, Spencer returns to the hospital in Bozeman, where Alex dies in his arms, completing the list of horrible things that happened to Alex Dutton. Alex Dutton wasn't the only 1923 character with a disappointing ending. Jack Dutton, Darren Mann, dies in the prequel's penultimate episode, with one of Banner Creighton's, Jerome Flynn, allies shooting him as the war breaks out. This led to Jack's wife, Elizabeth, Michelle Randolph, finally leaving the ranch after all of the terrible things that happened to Elizabeth Strafford in 1923. While she seemed a lot like Cara at times, Elizabeth ultimately returned to the city, proving she didn't belong on the ranch after all. Cara was actually more like Alex Dutton, which Jacob Harrison Ford notes in the finale. The silver lining of her tragic death in 1923 Season 2's finale is that, in a sense, Alex already got to meet Spencer's family. In 1923 Season 1, Spencer and Alex enjoy their newfound connection and the spoils of their romance while camped in a luxurious hut on the shore of Zanzibar, Tanganyika. When looking through his things, Alex finds a bundle of letters that Spencer's aunt Cara wrote him during and after the Great War. Avowing that she is a jealous lover and won't share Spencer with his demons, Alex encourages Spencer to explore his aunt's writings. Alex pours them each a drink and reads Cara's letters aloud. While she initially thinks she's made a mistake upon discovering how grave the letters are, Spencer encourages Alex to keep reading. That magical night, Alex and Spencer experience the full spectrum of emotions together, laughing about Jack's silly misfortunes and growing somber when learning about Emma Dutton, Marley Shelton, losing her second baby. Enthralled by Spencer's world, Alex keeps reading even after he falls asleep. By the end of it, Alex knows Spencer's family dearly, which is why she greets Jacob like an old friend in 1923 Season 2's finale. One of the biggest disappointments of 1923 Season 2 is that Spencer's wife never got to meet his lion-hearted aunt or the rest of his family, leaving Spencer's kin to wonder what a life alongside Alex would have been like. After Alexandra dies, Cara asks Jacob what she was like, and Jacob tells her that Spencer's wife was like a shooting star, if they could talk. Jacob compares Alex Dutton to Cara, who is forlorn that she never got to meet John's mother. Her frustration reflects how audiences felt when Alex never met Cara or the rest of Spencer's family. While Cara didn't get to know Alex, Spencer's partner had an intimate understanding of and genuine fondness for his family. Alex knew Cara Dutton especially well, since she read each letter that Spencer's aunt wrote him. While Alex never knew what life on the Yellowstone Ranch was like, she knew from Cara's letters that she was entrusting her child to a caring, courageous family who would do everything in their power to protect him. While it was awful to see their love story end, Alex's understanding of Spencer's family highlights how serendipitous and special their 1923 Season 1 story was. The summer of 1921 in Kenya was a cruel one. The sun scorched the plains, and the wind carried dust like old secrets whispered across time. Alex Randall, a British aristocrat with an independent streak and a love of danger, had just ended an engagement that her family said would have secured her future. She didn't want security. She wanted the world. She'd taken refuge at the edge of the Masai Mara, scribbling observations into her worn leather journal and pretending she was just another explorer and not the runaway daughter of an earl. Days were spent tracking elephants and evenings writing under a canvas tent, with the occasional scolding from her guide for wandering too close to lion territory. It was on one such afternoon, while sketching a heron near the Mara River, that she noticed a stranger, a woman, dismounted from a horse, scanning the horizon with a hunter's patience. Alex lowered her sketchpad. The woman wasn't dressed like most foreigners. There was no lace, no fuss, only practical boots, khaki trousers, and a wide-brimmed hat that shadowed eyes that had clearly seen things. The woman saw her too and approached. "Are you trying to get eaten?" she asked with the frankness of someone who had little time for pleasantries. "I prefer the term observing," Alex said, rising. "And I've got a rifle somewhere." The woman looked her over, skeptical. "That river's full of crocodiles. Not to mention the brush behind you has signs of a leopard. Your rifle wouldn't help you much." Alex raised a brow. "And you are?" "Cara Dutton," she replied. "My husband and I are scouting possible livestock routes through East Africa. You?" Alex hesitated. "Alex Randall. I'm traveling." Cara didn't need more explanation. She knew the kind. Women like Alex, clever, restless, running from something invisible. "Well, Miss Randall," Cara said, "you've got the look of someone chasing the world without a map." Alex laughed. "And you've got the look of someone who is the map." Cara smirked, the faintest ghost of a smile crossing her otherwise stoic features. They ended up riding back to Cara's camp, a temporary outpost shared with a small group of American and British ranchers and geographers who were hoping to expand cattle trade routes from the highlands. It was there, under the shadow of an acacia tree, that they shared their first proper conversation over boiled coffee. "You don't talk like most women I know," Alex said. "I'm not like most women you know," Cara replied. "And I'd bet my boots the same is true of you." There was a pause. Then they both laughed. That night, when the wind died down and the stars spilled across the sky like diamonds on velvet, Alex wandered past the tents and found Cara sitting alone, cleaning a rifle. "May I join you?" Alex asked. Cara nodded without looking up. They sat in silence for a while. The fire crackled. In the distance, a lion roared. "You've lost someone," Alex said softly, though she wasn't sure why the words left her mouth. Cara looked at her, surprised. "I can see it in your eyes," Alex continued. "The weight you carry." Cara set the rifle down slowly. "My son, John." Alex swallowed. "I'm sorry." "He died in a skirmish in Montana, protecting the land, the family." He was 24. The name Dutton hadn't registered with Alex until that moment. She'd heard it in passing, stories of American ranchers, wild land disputes, a legacy carved into mountain soil. And she suddenly saw Cara not just as a wanderer, but as a woman bearing scars deeper than anything Alex had known. "You came all the way to Africa to forget?" Alex asked. "To remember differently," Cara replied, "and to make sure my surviving family knows how to live when I return." Alex nodded slowly. "I ran away from a life planned for me. You walked into the wild for those you love." "You ran toward something, not away," Cara said, gently but firmly. "Don't sell yourself short." They stayed up late into the night, sharing small stories, none of them romantic, but somehow deeply intimate. It was a meeting of minds, two women shaped by vastly different worlds, and yet tethered by some invisible thread. When Cara left 2 days later, Alex watched her go with an ache she didn't expect. Cara rode out without fanfare, just a tip of the hat and a quiet "don't get yourself eaten." Alex smiled. "Come find me if you ever need someone who knows how to track a heron." Cara gave a rare, warm smile, or someone who sees what others miss.